First-Base Solutions, changing views to get a better perspective. VuMAP, work made easy. In this video, you'll learn how to view geographic data, query the map for more information, measure ground features, and report on your research. Chapter 1. View. First, navigate to the VuMAP website at vumap.firstbasesolutions.com. If you already have an active subscription, log in now. You'll need to create a user account with First-Base Solutions if you haven't used any of our services before, such as Map Warehouse. After you complete registration, if you haven't used VuMAP before, you can sign up for a free trial subscription to evaluate the service or purchase an annual subscription. To sign up for an unlimited annual subscription, name your subscription and check the data layer groups you'd like to subscribe to. The Google base layer is always included. Your subscription will last for 1 year. Enter your payment details to begin your subscription immediately. Review the details of your order. Remember, one subscription is for one user. If you have several team members that need access to VuMAP, call our customer service about discounts for multi-user subscriptions. You will not be able to log in from different locations at the same time. The new subscription will be activated right away. If you've had previous subscriptions, you can switch between them or review the time remaining from this subscription details page. You can return to this page anytime under the My Account menu. Click on Launch VuMAP to start using the application. Let's take a quick tour of the interface. Many of the tools included you'll already be familiar with, including Zoom, Pan, and Street View, the dynamic scale bar, and the latitude and longitude position of your cursor. VuMAP also shows you the zoom level, which increases from 1 to 20 as you zoom in. The coverage map highlights the geographic extents of each layer along with information about the data. To view a layer's data, you must be within the area highlighted in pink when navigating the map. Otherwise, there will be no data to load and therefore nothing for you to view. You can purchase and download a section of the data from Map Warehouse, the sister site of VuMAP, for use with desktop CAD or GIS applications. Administrative and reference tools are located at the top. News will take you to our blog where you can brush up on tips for using data provided by First-Base Solutions. Tools to work with the map are located on the left. When you click a tool, it will remain active until you click it again. More options and features are located in pull-out tabs on the right. We'll look at all the options in detail later. Let's start with something simple. The Save View tool lets you bookmark several locations you'd like to find again quickly. I've zoomed into our office location near Buttonville Airport. This is a location I'd like to come back to often, so I'll make a saved view to avoid having to search for the location over and over. By setting this saved view as the default view, the map will zoom into this location automatically next time I use VuMAP. Saved views are stored in the My Marks tab. The checked box tells you this is the default view on startup. I'll navigate to our Milton office and add a saved view for this location as well. The saved view for the Milton office is now added to the My Marks tab. Now I can jump back and forth between the two locations quickly by clicking a magnifying glass to zoom to the saved view. Now let's look at the Layers tab. Here you will see a list of what datasets are available to view. The Layers tab gives you control over several options and gives information about the layers. The name of the layer, the range of zoom levels where the layer can be viewed, the layer's current visibility setting, the layer's transparency settings if you need to see two layers at the same time. The pin tells you this layer has more information that can be queried. The drawing order indicates which layers load first, starting from the bottom of the layers list and working up. The arrows adjust the drawing order of the layers. Generally, you should keep raster layers such as filled areas or imagery at the bottom and let vector layers containing points, text, and line work such as parcels or contours draw over top. Raster layers that are set at 100% opaque will block the visibility of layers below. Near the top of the layer list, I've checked the visibility for TerraNet Parcel. The line work draws over the image, which is the Google base layer located at the very bottom of the layer list. I've scrolled halfway down the layer list and also turned on the 2014 aerial imagery layer to get a more up-to-date image with sharper resolution so I can see more detail of the ground when I zoom in. I've also now turned on the soils description layer, which contains information about soil texture, drainage, and so on, but isn't meaningful without some context. Since the soils layer is 100% opaque, the imagery below can't be seen at all. The parcel line work can still be seen, since it's higher up in the drawing order. I've lowered the opacity of the soils layer, which makes it a little transparent. Lowering the opacity lets me see imagery and soil descriptions at the same time. Zoomed in, you can see the imagery, TerraNet parcels, and the soil description mapping all at the same time. You can use transparency and layering to find where information from different layers intersects. Knowing the variability of soil characteristics within a parcel of land and knowing from the imagery where structures are located in relation to the soil types can help you assess and mitigate drainage issues on the property. By layering the elevations as well, you can now see which direction surface water from storms will flow. The more information you have, the better your flood mitigation strategy will be. Because the imagery is accurately positioned and uniform scaled, just like a map, adjusting opacity of two imagery layers will let you see changes in land use over time and compare historical and current conditions at your site. Watch this time series of Brampton in 2002, in 2007, in 2008, in 2009, in 2010, in 2011, in 2012, in 2014. Note that because the 2014 layer is set at 100% opaque, all the imagery layers below cannot be viewed even though the visibility is on. With just the 2002 and 2014 imagery visible, I've now applied a transparency to the 2014 layer, allowing you to see the red roof from the building that existed in 2002 and the subdivision that has been built in its place. By layering the parcels on top as well, you can see the dramatic change in land use more clearly. The historical conditions are well documented in the imagery. You can use these objective, date-stamped records to determine if and when upgrades have been made to a property, such as a new structure, fence, or pool that may have required permits. Remember that there are 20 zoom levels as you zoom in. If you need to zoom in further to see even more detail, you can access zoom level 21 in areas with very high resolution imagery by clicking the Activate Level 21 button. The performance may be temporarily slowed down, so hold off on activating this feature until you're ready to take a close look at something. Let's take a closer look at this pool. Here is zoom level 21, the closest you can zoom in to the ground. From here you're able to see the most detail of the ground and make precise measurements of ground features. I'll show you how to do this later in the tutorial. You've now completed the View portion of the tutorial. The lesson continues in Chapter 2, Query.